We're here today to discuss Nexul Academy and Gateway Solutions Apprenticeship Program. Today on our panel, we have Mike Lang, owner of Nexul Academy. We have Jaye Sullivan, Chief Technology Officer of Gateway Solutions, and Leslie Sullivan, CEO of Gateway Solutions. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I have a few questions. I think I'll start with Leslie.
Okay.
So tell us, what is Gateway Solutions?
Gateway Solutions is a software development company. We're information technology services for both the Department of Defense, federal government, and for commercial clients.
Great. So, Jared, what sets you apart in the space of process, people, and product?
Process, people, and product, that's really where we can stand out as a company when we're going for these contracts, either on the government side or on the commercial side. Our process, we're big Agile aficionados. We follow Scrum. We like to point the complexity of the problems we're solving with a pointing system, and that includes Scrum ceremonies. So weekly meetings and stand-up and retrospectives, a chance to provide feedback. That's all baked into our process, and on some of our larger projects, we know how to scale that up into this safe methodology. For people, our relationship with Nexul has been really beneficial in creating this pipeline of talent, and it's given us a chance to really look at the people we're bringing in and have a really symbiotic relationship and acquire talent to result in the best product possible. So for product, it's just assembling the right people, having them follow the right process, and then the product pretty much flows out of that.
So what type of employees do you look for, Leslie?
We look for a few things in a good apprentice. We look for a desire to learn, really is the most important. I think we want somebody who's really committed to becoming a software developer, who really wants it, and because you can tell, and when the desire is there and when it's not. So desire, obviously we would like some problem-solving skills. We like problem solvers, and just generally people who are going to fit with our company culture.
Right. So Mike, what makes a good apprenticeship?
So the good apprenticeship is when you've got a good company partner. And so a company partner that will bring someone under their wings and let someone be in the space, and attend some meetings that are limited, that are not too proprietary or something. And then having that partnership, and then also just having great students that are interested in learning, people that want to apply what they've learned. That's really the key thing.
So what are some of the highlights of the Nexul Academy apprenticeship that worked for Gateway Solutions?
I would say that they had a great space that we could come into. So students, they could sit in a cube of 4 spots that we had, and we had some students in there, and so having that space, and so they could walk by, they could see the apprentices as they're going, introduce themselves, get to know them a little bit, and then I would be there too as well and be able to answer their questions as they're going through courseware.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. The space was key. Having getting that fresh energy, having the students in here in person, hybrid workspace type scenario was good for us as a company. Mm-hmm. So kind of invigorating, even though they weren't full employees yet, they were still in there contributing knowledge, contributing to the culture. So that was really cool.
Great. Leslie, would you say that you're happy with the conversion rate of apprentice to employee?
Yes, I am. I'm very happy with it. Right now we have, of the 4 students that Nexul sent to us, we hired 2 as full-time permanent employees, both Amber and Felicia, and they are working out very, very well. And the reasons vary as to why people don't stay. Some just take other jobs, which is always something you have to consider, and some are just not a good fit. So yeah, I think 50% is a very good conversion rate. I'm very happy with that. It's a very cost-effective way to get good talent.
Great. You agree, Mike?
Definitely, and you end up knowing that they're a cultural fit when they come in because they've already been there for at least 12 weeks.
Right.
So you don't have to have that personal side of the interview because like you've already met them for 12 weeks. So you already know they're a great fit.
So explain to us how it's structured, the relationship between Nexul and Gateway Solutions.
So it's a symbiotic relationship. So, you know, we have class at their location, so they provide the space. Students enroll directly with Nexul Academy, and then they attend classes here, and we can cover later like how that structure is. And so that's basically how it works.
And from our side of things, the benefits would be we can actually use their name when we bid. So if we're bidding on a large government contract, we will say we have this relationship with Nexul and it contributes to our talent pipeline and our ability to fulfill the government's requirements. So it's a nice asset to have.
It's a good marriage.
Mm-hmm.
So Mike, how did you select and screen your participants for Nexul?
Yeah, so we have an introductory project that they have to work on. So we first have a meetup that's just like general information about the program, so people even know if it's something right for them or not. And then after that, if they're interested, then they move on to our introductory courses, which is a free HTML course, JavaScript, and a free C# course and one on Git. And they just try those out, and they can be in the space just like they're an apprentice, even though they're not an apprentice yet. They're just trying it out. And so, yeah, they go through that, and if they can build a project at the end of the JavaScript course, which is a weather app, so it's putting together all pieces they've learned in the course and build a project from that, and they can explain to me how that worked, then they can apply and they can join the program.
Oh,
and at that point, they just have to interview and verify that that there's someone that they would like to have in the program, if it fits for them as well.
Right.
Do you have anything from that side that?
I mean, there's an interview. Maybe we talk about the interview process after the in-classroom portion is over. They'll sit down and do an interview with me and Jared or a tech lead, whoever, wherever we might want to put them. And that's usually a very casual, non-threatening thing. It's just is this something that's going to be a mutually, agreeable situation?
And for me, I like how the program is focused on finding problem solvers and people who know how to think, and not necessarily focusing on one particular technology. Nexul does have, and Gateway, we do have our flavors of technology that we like to use, but it's much more important you understand the concepts rather than
Specific technology.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So Mike, tell us how this program compares to similar programs.
Okay. A lot of similar programs are standard boot camp where you go in for a 12-week program or 16 weeks. Sometimes they vary in length based on how many days a week that class is scheduled. But a lot of them are typically 12 to 16 weeks. And it's a rigid structure where you have to get through so many lessons in a given time period. And, if you get too far behind, you just have to drop out, or at the end, like that mentor was hired for that 16 weeks and they're gone after that. So you don't have anyone else to help you after that. Whereas at Nexul, I'm here all the time. So I can do that because I also just do other work as well. I do other project work and I'm just helping as we go. And so if they need to take a little break because they have to, go on a vacation or, they had a family issue come up, they can take those breaks and they can come back when they're back from that.
That's great.
It's a big difference.
Flexibility.
Yes.
So how would, the application get started for new participants?
Sure. Yeah, they would come to one of our meetups, or they can just reach out, and on our website there's a strategy session button at the top. They can just schedule that meeting, and that would be a meeting with me, and then they can just talk through like what have they done in the past and what do they want to do, and then we can schedule another time for them to come in and talk to Gateway as well.
Right, great. Jared, you have anything you'd like to add?
Yeah. Other programs in the area, like we'll say Launch Code, they are running a numbers game. They need a lot of people. And I've seen a lot of bad coders come out of Launch Code, and just Mike's and Nexul's hand-on approach is a lot more effective from what I've seen in producing high-quality engineers that like the career and enjoy what they do.
Okay. So do you have any highlights you'd like to mention with your relationship with Nexul Academy?
Oh, well, regarding that, it's been fantastic. It's been probably better than I expected. And I think one of the reasons is because Mike is extremely available for his students and is flexible. There's always, life happens. So there's always something that's going to come up and we can work with the students. And I think we can accommodate, pretty much anything. So yeah, I think in terms of that, and plus he's just a great instructor, and he also has some DoD knowledge and background, which helps us as a DoD, contractor. So yeah, it's been great.
And he's a personal advocate too. He'll follow you the rest of your career, and he'll intervene and let you know when you're going off the rails. So that's it's a big benefit to students who go through that program.
I still do follow my first graduates, and they still reach out for questions.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So anything else, Mike? Anything you'd like to add?
I would say if you want to get started, just reach out on the Nexul Academy website. At the top, there's the schedule strategy session. Just reach out on that and schedule an appointment, and we can have a conversation.
Okay, great. Where are you located?
Gateway Solutions, our office headquarters are in O'Fallon, Illinois, at Corporate Crossing in O'Fallon, Illinois. And if you're interested, check us out at gatewaysolutions.com and or give us a call, and we will be happy to talk to you.
And there's a link to the apprenticeship program on both the websites, so you should be able to find us.
Okay, great. Well, that's all the questions we have for our panel today. We'd like to thank each of you for coming in.
Thank you. Have a good day.